Welcome to today's video, where we'll explore a significant moment in American political history, Donald Trump's return to the presidency and the revocation of AI regulations. This event has sent shockwaves through the political and technological landscapes, marking a dramatic shift in the future of artificial intelligence development in the United States. What does this mean for the AI industry, the economy, and the world at large? Let's dive into the details. Donald Trump's return to the White House came after a highly contentious election, and it signals a major shift in the priorities of the U.S. government. One of his first acts as president was to revoke several AI-related regulations that were put in place during the previous administration. These regulations have been designed to ensure that AI technology was developed and deployed in ways that were ethical, transparent, and fair. But with Trump's decision to remove these regulations, a new chapter begins for AI development in the US. AI has become a cornerstone of technological innovation in the 21st century, with industries ranging from healthcare to finance and beyond leveraging its power. However, as AI systems become more powerful and pervasive, concerns about privacy, bias, and transparency have led governments around the world to introduce regulations aimed at controlling AI's development and use. Under the previous administration, AI regulations focused on creating safeguards to prevent discrimination, protect personal data, and ensure that AI technologies were used in ways that benefited society. For example, guidelines were established to ensure that facial recognition technology was used responsibly and that AI-driven decision-making systems were transparent and accountable. However, many in the AI industry felt that these regulations were overly restrictive and could hinder innovation. With Trump's decision to revoke these regulations, the door is now open for a more laissez-faire approach to AI development. This has sparked intense debate. Supporters of the move argue that removing regulatory barriers will allow American companies to stay competitive on the global stage and lead the way in AI innovation. They point to the fact that many of the world's most successful tech companies, such as Google, Apple, and Microsoft, are based in the US and have thrived in a less regulated environment. These companies have made significant strides in developing AI technologies that are transforming industries and improving lives. However, critics argue that the removal of regulations could lead to serious risks. Without proper oversight, AI technologies could be deployed in ways that are harmful to society, such as enabling mass surveillance, perpetuating biases in algorithms, and eroding privacy. The concern is that without regulations, there will be no clear framework for holding companies accountable when their AI systems cause harm or discrimination. One of the key areas of concern is the ethical use of AI. AI systems have the potential to make decisions that can greatly impact individuals' lives, whether it's a loan approval, job recruitment, or medical diagnosis. If these systems are not carefully monitored, there's a risk that they could perpetuate existing biases in society. For example, studies have shown that AI systems used in hiring practices can discriminate against women and minority groups, based on historical data that reflects biased hiring practices. Critics argue that regulations were necessary to ensure that AI systems were developed with fairness, transparency, and accountability in mind. Another area of concern is the use of AI in surveillance. In recent years, the use of facial recognition technology has sparked heated debates. While facial recognition can be a powerful tool for security, it can also be misused to infringe upon individuals' privacy. The Trump administration's decision to revoke AI regulations raises the question: will there be safeguards in place to prevent mass surveillance and protect civil liberties? On the other hand, supporters of deregulation argue that excessive AI oversight could stifle innovation and slow down progress. In the highly competitive world of AI development, it's crucial for companies to have the freedom to experiment and deploy new technologies quickly. By lifting regulations, the US government is hoping to encourage more investment in AI research and development, ultimately driving economic growth and creating new jobs. One area where deregulation could have a significant impact is in the field of autonomous vehicles. The race to develop self-driving cars is heating up, with companies like Tesla, Waymo, and Uber investing billions of dollars in the technology. By removing regulatory hurdles, these companies can accelerate the development and deployment of autonomous vehicles, which have the potential to revolutionize transportation, reduce accidents, and increase efficiency. However, the question remains: will deregulating AI lead to a future where ethical considerations are ignored? Will companies prioritize profits over people's safety, privacy, and rights? The balance between encouraging innovation and protecting society's interests is a delicate one, and many are concerned that without regulations, AI could be developed in ways that are not in the best interest of the public. The international implications of Trump's decision are also significant. As AI becomes a global industry, countries around the world are setting their own standards for how AI should be developed and used. While the US has long been a leader in AI innovation, other countries, such as China and the European Union, are also advancing rapidly. In fact, the European Union has already taken steps to regulate AI, with the introduction of the Artificial Intelligence Act, which aims to create a comprehensive legal framework for AI development and deployment. As these countries implement their own regulations, the US could find itself in competition to develop AI systems that comply with international standards. It's also important to note the role of public opinion in shaping AI policy. In a time when data privacy and cybersecurity are top concerns for citizens around the world, the question of whether the US should lead or follow in AI regulations is increasingly being discussed by the public. Consumers are more aware of how AI technologies are used to collect and analyze their data, and many are calling for greater accountability and transparency from tech companies. If companies fail to address these concerns, they may face backlash from the public, which could ultimately affect their profitability and reputation. Looking ahead, it remains to be seen how the removal of AI regulations will affect the future of technology in the US. Will it lead to a new era of innovation, or will it spark greater public outcry and push for stricter oversight? One thing is certain: AI will continue to evolve at an unprecedented pace, and its impact on society will only grow. In conclusion, Donald Trump's return to the presidency and the revocation of AI regulations marks a pivotal moment in the history of technology and governance. While the move has the potential to unleash a new wave of innovation, it also raises important questions about ethics, privacy, and accountability. As AI continues to shape the future of industries and societies, finding the right balance between regulation and innovation will be critical. Thank you for joining us in exploring this complex and fascinating topic. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more in-depth discussions on the future of AI and global politics. See you next time.